places, please, everybody. All right, 3, 2, 1, action! Okay, well, that's terrific. Why are you so pumped up? Are you on steroids? Why do I get up in the morning? That's just too far fucked. Hey, Kermit the Frog here, and you are listening to Manny on UFO Buster Radio Network. Yay!
This is Sparta! Fatality.
China.
Eventually, the Muppets and the monks are going to come after me just because I have them inside of this intro. And the 300, right? Leonidas and the gang are going to come after me saying, hey, don't be playing us on your podcast because you say really bad things. You've got a potty mouth. We don't want to be associated with you. It'll happen one day, I'm sure. This is episode number 398, I think. 2 more before we get to number 400 out of 500 and something episodes. 400 for the UFO Buster Radio News. And I don't know. So 400 we will actually hit next Tuesday, because Monday would be number 399, and then Tuesday would be number 400. So I think this time I got to plan something nice, something exciting. So, maybe we'll go back in time. Maybe we'll get Big O to come back on and invite some other people. Who knows? We'll have to plan it out. Because, I keep on missing those milestones when it comes to the podcast. Because I just get in here and do it. I don't even look at the numbers anymore. It's ridiculous. Today we got 3 stories. Today is Space Day. And if you haven't realized yet, UFO Buster Radio UFO Report has gone to 2 days a week. I don't know that I necessarily like Monday and Tuesday. I don't like the whole back-to-back thing like this. I need time in between. I almost feel like I should do Monday, Friday, because I need time. I need time to get ready for the Thursday Freakout on YouTube, which incidentally this week on Thursday, I'm sure we will have the usual Discord fellas on the YouTubes, but also we have one of the less frequent but well-known somebodies from Discord. That would be the Alien Shagger, also known as Ronnie Dawson. I got confirmation Ronnie's going to be here. He's got new things to share, and I can't wait to hear what he's got to say, because I'm sure it's going to be exciting. He actually already posted a picture on Discord regarding what he wants to share with the folks, with the peeps on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube yet, come on. There are 2 things you need to do. Number 1, get on Discord. Listen, you're not gonna go in there. We're not gonna get your identity and sell it to the Russians. We're not gonna do that. Number 2 is you want to see the people you hear about, the people you listen to. Get on YouTube, and maybe, just maybe, you'll have the courage to get on there yourself, because I sent out the link to everyone. I don't give no fucks about it. If you want to get your happy ass on YouTube, you click on the link. You could be using a damn phone if you need to. Just get on there. Be part of the conversation. Don't sit on the sideline. Yeah, you might say some crazy shit. We get it. We all do. You may say something really outrageous. And while we might giggle about it, maybe make fun of you if we can, we understand it's your perspective. We respect that. So please, if you enjoy probings, it's okay. We might kid around about it, but we understand. To each their own. But don't be afraid to come on and be part of really something that's more open now, and that's ufology, the study of UFOs. There is no degree in this shit. Can I just say this real quick before we get into the story? There is no degree in ufology. All right, anyone that says they're a professional ufologist is fucked up in the head. I just want to put it that way. Yeah, you can study this shit for years. Congratulations. Give yourself an award because nobody else is going to give it to you. Hell, they gave Tom DeLonge, with almost less than a year out of claiming he was a researcher ufologist, they gave him an award. There's people out there who've done it for 30, 40 years. They ain't got dick. There's no rhyme or reason. There is no right or wrong. You believe whatever the fuck you want. And if you really, truly believe in it, you come on and you discuss it. But that's just the way it goes. It's ufology is ufology. It's a pseudoscience. And everyone's a professional. And no one is. All at the same time. So that's just the way it goes. We got 3 stories relating to space. We're going to talk about those. Thursday, like I said, the Shagmaster, the one and only Ronnie Dawson from Ranger, Texas, is going to come on here to bring us up to date on what's happening with Ronnie. And sometime in August, we're going to have a psychic roundtable on the Dark Horde podcast. It's going to be on YouTube, by the way. Won't be on the podcast. So you guys get ready because it's going to be fun. We'll check out this track and start moving this thing along. So I feel like a hurricane today.
Strange vibration.
by the word, by the word, yeah. The word on the streets is that Tom Selleck is turning 39 tomorrow. Still killing the ladies with the stash. So, what can you say? Some people just got it. Before I get started, let me give my customary shout-outs to the folks who are live listening to the podcast right now. We got the Norm, Green Man, Tom Selleck, Gamevit, Dave from Down Under. Let's see who else we got here. Dre, Pucky. By the way, Pucky's been sporting that No Fucks Given shirt. And let me tell you, it suits him. Like I know, no one's even screwing with him when he's walking around to places. He could probably walk out there in his boxers or al fresco wearing the shirt. No one's going to screw with you, Pucky. I'm telling you. You keep sporting it. You know, show and improve. Let them know what's up. Let's see who else we got in here. Anybody sneak in here at the very end? Absolutely not. But that's good. We got a full house nonetheless. First story for today, China. Yeah, believe it or not, we're going back to China for some reason.
China.
Yeah, China. Yeah, that's right. We're going to China.
China now. China. You know, China.
I know China very well.
Apparently, we're all going to know China very well when it comes to space. Yeah, I don't know if it's a jealousy thing. It's a whole competition thing. But the article says it's war. China is ready for a space war. There is problems brewing, okay? The UAE just shot up a rocket that's supposed to... Listen, UAE, come in a little closer. I didn't think you guys can pull it off. Now, that was a funky-looking rocket, I gotta say. We ain't seen shit like that since pre-SpaceX. But still, I am surprised and amazed. Now, the question is, will the rocket actually stay in orbit around Mars? Or are we going to litter the planet just a little more? A little bit more reactivity. I mean, why not? They say the place got blown up by a nuclear bomb. Why not add some more junk to it? But anyway, proud of you guys. You made it. So, on the other side of that, we have issues with, of course, China. Jealousy things. They want to get in there. They want to go into space, which to me is confusing as all hell. I don't get this whole space thing anymore. It's all confusing. How in the flying fucking everyone take a piece of another planet and the moon? That makes no sense to me. Anyway, 51 years ago, 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first dudes to put their feet on the moon. Yeah. And ever since then, though it slowed down a little bit, we know that the space race took a turn to the left, turned to the right, ended up in a ditch, and now is starting to make a comeback. But it's not making a comeback because we have so many ingenious folks in NASA. No, it's because of free enterprise. This literally is the single most important thing that happened to the space race in the United States. It is free fucking enterprise. Something that China really doesn't have. Because they control everything. Free enterprise in the United States is helping other countries shoot up their rockets. Thanks to SpaceX. And other companies, Boeing. To name just a few. Those are just the big names right now. But because of this free market in space taxiing, getting them rides, we are taking significant leaps forward. China has problems with that. There have been many stories about, China worried about SpaceX influencing their folks. their space businesses, their rocket makers, into thinking that they can big ball around the communist place. But that's not going to happen. No. This article that's linked in here is pretty nice. Very nice. Because it tells you a lot about the history of space travel, NASA, and things like that. Like I said, it started off with Buzz Aldrin right from the beginning. Neil making that infamous walk to the moon, which was fake. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But that's where we start. And we go through the whole history. And really, this is more an article that's, you can see the bald eagle just pounding himself on the chest while he's going over all of this. Because it really goes over all the successes at the United States and really not too much for China. Sadly enough, hell, even Russia did a little better than China. As a matter of fact, hey, India was in there making waves. So what's up with China? What's going on? Are they going to be stuck on the moon looking at jelly dirt? Nobody knows. Nobody has a clue. Some of the things that they talk about in here is about the 8 successful Mars rovers or landers, whichever one you like, whichever vernacular fits your bill. The Viking 1, number 2, Pathfinder, Spirit, Opportunity. God, those things would not. They're like the Energizer Bunnies of Mars. The Phoenix, Curiosity, and the Insight. Then we have the rovers that are hanging up there, like the MRO, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, the HiRISE, the High Resolution Image Science Experiment, which actually apparently was put together in the University of Arizona, of all places. It's kind of like Mars out there, so I could believe that. What a fantastic machine that is. It can take a picture of a significant area of Mars, and you can still see features as small as a kitchen table from orbit. This is why you can't get Perry Dolly Pete the fuck off those pictures. That's why Scott C. Waring spends all his time looking at these from all the way the fuck out in Taiwan. But it's amazing. 2 countries successfully landing the junk. I'm serious. I think we're littering Mars. But anyway, landing on stuff on Mars, of course, the USSR, the United States. For the USSR, we got the Soviet lander, and then Mars 3. But unfortunately, Mars 3 hadn't landed, but it was not a good landing, folks. According to this, 20 seconds after it landed, it pretty much just died. In orbit, of course, we have the USSR, the European ESA Space Agency, and India. India is like a little upstart right now, significant size in population, but, when it comes to the space race, they're just getting their feet wet. And to have India shit all over you with their successes, China, what's going on? What are you doing? What's really going down? There is a bit of jealousy. China does not want to stay behind. There is another article that talks about the fact that this week we have all these flights going up. China is also sending up a rocket to Mars, and so is the United States. And we know the UAE just went up there. How the hell does all this work? Like, who picks the spot? Who carved up Mars? Which part belongs to China? Which part belongs to the Russians? Which part belongs to the United States? Which part belongs to India? Makes no sense to me. On top of that, they're talking about sending up a space station and putting up a base on the moon. Who the fuck? Who's in charge? Who the fuck's in charge? Who the hell is divvying up these planets and moons That makes no sense to me. Somebody has got to
China.
be. No, not China. China's not going to be in charge of that. I'm telling you. Maybe Elon. I think Elon will probably buy everyone out when it comes to this. Pretty much the richest dude in the U.S. at this point. But it's really weird. And to me, we are really headed towards a space war for territory. It is in the brewing. It's making something that really should be about sharing knowledge and sharing scientific evidence, research. And it really is going to turn into a space war. I think the Asgardians got it right. They're leaving. They're getting the fuck off the planet. They're going to stay safe. They're going to take all their little ass citizens from all across the globe, stick them in a space station, and just pop some popcorn and watch the implosion. There is definitely going to be some issues in space, folks. Guaranteed. I don't think we'll be alive for most of it, but I guarantee you that by the time that we land, or should I say Elon Musk lands something on Mars, because he apparently is still wanting to send some supplies up to Mars ahead of any human flight or landing up there. By the time that supply starship lands there's going to be trouble in space. Someone's going to start some shit, I guarantee you. And can't wait to see it. It's going to be exciting as hell. Somebody break out those TR-3Bs. We're about to kick someone's ass. Guaranteed.
Control, but truth be told, I'm not the same no more. Yeah, I don't know what you've been told. I fell in love with another, didn't mean to make you fall. I couldn't do this forever, either way we would have lost. Now you're begging me to stay, keep telling you it's so late. No more. Now listen, well, what I say is gold, gold. Now we can't stay here in the cold. I fell in love with another, didn't mean to make you fall. I couldn't do this forever, either way we would have lost. Now you're begging me to stay, keep telling you it's so late. You're begging me to stay, to stay, to stay, to stay. You're begging me to stay, keep telling you it's too late, too late. You're begging me to stay, to stay, to stay, to stay. Now you're begging, begging, begging. Oh, begging, 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 begging. Oh.
This next story is along the lines of what we've been talking about probably 2 weeks now, when they first put out that directive about, trampling on dead-ass single-cell amoebas and bring them back down to the planet to, start COVID 489. And that got us thinking, right? We talked about it on the podcast. We talked about it. I think we even mentioned it on the Freak Out last week on video. And that is like, wait, all of a sudden we're concerned about bringing bacteria from somewhere else, especially somewhere where we've been told for such a long time was a dead-ass fucking planet. So now all of a sudden we got problems. Thanks, Wuhan. You did this. You did it. You guys should have just stuck to your bento boxes. Actually, no, Wuhan is China. You should have stuck to your fried rice. I don't know. I don't want to sound racist or nothing like that, but I'm just trying to make a point. And my point is this, that all of a sudden, now we got a shitload of water everywhere. And then, excuse me, but I am from New York, so I want to say water. That's the way I say it, and I catch myself all the time, trying not to say water. I've got to say water, so I don't confuse people. But if I say water, so the fuck on. Just move on. You know what the hell I said. H2 goddamn O. There was a story, an article that's comparing the planets and moons with the most water in our solar system, in our own solar system, and you would be completely shocked and surprised where planet Earth lands. Like when you go out, like you guys in South Texas, Florida, you guys on the coast of Mexico that are protected by that interdimensional alien base, and you guys all around the world on the coast, you would think that the planet that you are on, because that's what they've told you forever, that this third planet, the blue planet, third one from the sun, is so bountiful in H2O, and it is such a scarce thing throughout the universe to find this amount of water in the perfect spot containing life. You've heard this. It's really scarce. Over the last few years, we're finding that we have frozen water all over the damn place. Like everywhere. Even on freaking asteroids. There was an article written by an individual from NASA that goes by the name of Steve Vance. He sounds like a rocker, right? You can see the hair. But Vance turns out to be someone that's actually currently studying these icy worlds like Europa. He's studying the amount of H2O. He's studying what would it take, what kind of chemical reactions could possibly, theoretically, create those oceans to become fluid, or if they're fluid right now. That's what he's studying. And he took his study from, of course, every single goddamn picture observation we've done of all of these places in our solar system that appear to have H2O, and he put together an infogram or a diagram. I say it's infogram, a lot of fucking info on it. The picture is included right now as the image for this episode. I don't know that you can see the full thing, but if you go to the article, it takes you directly to this this infogram. Basically, there are exactly 9 celestial bodies from our solar system that are depicted in this. The planet Earth is in the bottom 3. It's not even halfway up the ladder. For those of you who enjoy draconian math, because I know some of you do. The Earth, according to this, has a water radius of 430 miles / 690 kilometers. Please write that down. The largest of these celestial bodies within our solar system has 1,460 miles. That's over 3 times the amount on Earth, or 2,350 kilometers. That would be Ganymede. And they continue from there until you get down to the planet Earth. You got Titan, Callisto, Triton, Pluto. The fucking thing's not even a planet. It's a dwarf. Even the dwarf apparently has more water than the planet Earth. How the hell did that happen? According to Vance, Pluto has 630 miles of water. Or 10 kilometers, whichever floats your boat. After Pluto is Europa and then the planet Earth. Below Earth is Enceladus and Dione. Or Dione. Or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know how the hell you say it. But anyway, Enceladus has about 140 miles of water in the radius, and that's 220 kilometers. This was amazing to me because we've heard that it was scarce. Now, yeah, we've had a lot of advances in the last 2 decades. We've been able to get up close and personal. I mean, Pluto being one of those, right? But for the love of Pete, how could this be? How could Pluto? I mean, that's what I'm surprised about. How in the hell does the dwarf planet, the one that got rejected from planet status, how the fuck does he have more water than we do? Insane. Completely insane. It is really informative. It's a pretty good graphic. I really enjoyed it. Now, this was published on the Business Insider. It is sourced to Steve Vance and at NASA JPL. So it's a real deal. You can actually read more about Steve Vance. I actually decided to go out and see who the hell Steve Vance was. There is a link in the description that I put in there, and that basically goes to his bio at NASA. So the guy is a real deal. So he's got the inside track, right? He's got all the information. He's got it all handy. I mean, he can't be lying about this, right? Can he? Steve is an astrobiologist and geophysicist. He studies the workings of icy ocean worlds that could lead to the habitability and basically the astrobiology of these worlds. He has a PhD in geophysics and astrobiology from the University of Washington and in Seattle. So there you go. The guy's no slouch. He knows what he's talking about. He's got the data. But it's just amazing how all of a sudden we have water everywhere. And we are ranked 3rd from the bottom. What the fuck is that about? That is just crazy. I feel I've been dehumanized at this point. Yeah, I really have. It's completely nuts. So, Pluto, the dwarf planet, is pretty big on water, so fuck, who needs Mars? We could just go there and hang out. One more story for you guys. It's my disappointment, really. But why the fuck not? I can beat a dead horse if I want to.
When the lights are out and you stumble in the dark, you kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life feels lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
This last one just speaks to my disappointment in the rate of, I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm so depressed about it. Like, I thought for sure we were going to see that metal phallus doing the hop, and no. It didn't happen. Like, really, they got the damn Raptor engine on there. What was it, last week? Fuck is the hop? Where's the static test? What is he waiting for? I am so thoroughly disappointed. There's an article. There's an article in here, and it's talking about how Elon's ready to go. He's ready to make this some bitch hop. Like maybe he's not there. Maybe he's tied up somewhere with that new baby, whatever his name is. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's traveling. And so they're holding it up until he gets there. That's the only thing that I could think of today. What's the big holdup? They're probably waiting for him to arrive. Because it will be, a full year since the hopper did the hop. Sounds like a song. Right from back in the 50s or some shit like that. Yeah, it's been a full year. The last time that a SpaceX variant of the Starship, the Starship has actually had any kind of airtime. It was back in August of last year. It was, let's see, I have it in here somewhere. I want to say it was towards the middle of August. August 27th. The Hopper, or the Star Hopper, soared to 492 feet. Hit the landing pad. And it's still one of the craziest looking videos, seeing that fucking R2-D2 trash can actually go up and hit the landing. It was amazing. Amazing. When you actually woke up to this stupid thing, because I went to the Boca Chica right after that, it looks like a gigantic trash can. I don't know how in the flying fuck that thing even flew. Because it looks heavy as hell, too. But we're still waiting. We are still waiting for SN5 to get moving. Now, we know SN6 got destroyed. Cryo test crumbled apart. SN5, we've got the dang Raptor engine attached to it, but no static test. But there is something serious brewing. Believe it or not, there's a lot of articles going on right now about these claims. Someone has actually started a shitstorm regarding the environment. Somebody has put something in somebody's ear in the government about retesting the launch site for adherence to environmental concerns. It's a fucking rocket. Nothing survives a rocket. Are you shitting me right now? What are you doing? Are we not turning the fucking sand in Boca Chica to glass yet? Maybe that's the concern. Ridiculous. The rumor is if the feds decide that there's an issue here, that Elon's Starship could be delayed an extra 2 years. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. When I went down there was a one fucking animal down there. They've all been scorched earth. Bada bing. Why you gotta worry about it? Actually, we cleansed the entire area. They ain't shit to worry about. No, to be honest, it looked like if you were driving on the set of Mad Max. That's what it looked like. You just fucking sand everywhere. You have like metal coming out of here, metal out of there. And people are walking around with ponytails. It looked like you walked on the set of Mad Max with all the sand dunes. Plenty of sand dunes too. But who gives two flying fucks? This is why we try to get rid of the people. I said we, like I'm part of SpaceX. This is why they try to get rid of the damn people down there. All the residents of Boca Chica, get them the fuck out, because this will not be environmentally safe. Hello? So you guys, if you're on the Starship, guess what? You can expect delays if it turns out. So back in 2014, SpaceX passed with with flying colors, this whole environmental test, this review. They're saying it may not happen. They may not pass this time around. I don't see why not. Like I said, it's fucking rockets. What do you want? What, do you want them to plant some fucking daisies and daffodils around the launch pad? What the fuck is wrong with people? They just make no sense at all. Just makes no damn sense. There was something else in this article that was fascinating, and that was the sheer size of the final Starship, which is rumored to be between 14 to 16 stories tall. That's a lot of Starship. That is a big phallus, let me tell you. They ain't messing around. And I think that it was saying that the actual rocket, the BFG, which he's renamed it, he's not going to go with big fucking rocket. We know that's what he meant. Stop screwing around. This is Elon Musk. You know he meant BFG, big fucking rocket. I'm sorry, BFR. Yeah, the BFR. But, hey, listen, whatever he names it, it's going to be a freaking huge, humongous. And again, this is why he's going offshore. Okay, now there I can see there might be some problems, right? You kill all the fish in the water off the coast. I don't know. But if he's lucky, he can team up with those interdimensional beings off the coast of Mexico, and make a deal with them. Protect the environment from hurricane. He can protect all the platforms that deal with the spaceship, the Starship, with the base out there with the aliens, and he'd be protected forever, and we can keep the environment okay. I don't know. But the idea is that as soon as that static test finishes, we will see a 150-meter hop for you draconians out there, or about 500 feet. I have a feeling he's going to try to make a point, and he's going to go over the 500 feet. I'm hoping he does. And then he'll crash land that bitch and scorch all of Boca Chica, and there's your environmental concern in your face. He probably won't do that. He's not that much of a rebel, but hopefully it is successful. We get to see a launch, we get to see a land, and we get to move forward, because god damn, it's just taking way too long. I'm tired of waiting, Elon. Let's get it on. This is the last article for today. Check out the article because it has a lot more information about the history of SpaceX and the starships. And sadly, the waiting game that we're in right now. We'll see what happens. I'm hopeful that this weekend it'll go down. And if Elon would care to give me maybe the heads up, maybe I can make my happy ass all the way down there to witness it myself. But who knows? We'll see how it goes. This Thursday, don't forget to freak out on YouTube. The link's in the description. Stop by, subscribe, get that notification bell going, because we're going to do some alien shagging on Thursday. Something you won't soon forget, I guarantee you. Ciao.
You're the battery that keeps me awake. Reload under your control before I break. Kill in frustration, have to do it all to survive the nightfall. When you fight against the time and you're about to lose your mind, it's easy to cross the line. There's no answer as to why when you look death in the eye. Either you live or you die. You live or you die. You live or you die. You're killing me, you're killing me, you're killing me. Can't have enough, you're killing me.